Simbi found this couch that was...
So I'm waiting for you to try and come at me. Hi everyone, I'm Simbi.
I'm Olamide.
And welcome back to our YouTube channel.
Perfect.
We've realized how different we are ever since we hit our 2 years of marriage mark.
In some cases, but yeah.
We're very different, but very similar. So the fact that we've discovered that we're very different was quite a shocker for us.
Yeah.
But that's the first step towards making progress. First, realizing that you have differences and figuring out how to resolve them. So, let's tell them the story of the couch.
Mm-hmm.
This lovely, beautiful couch.
Yeah.
This couch was what actually revealed to us that we're very different people, especially when it comes to like how we approach making decisions and spending money.
I don't fully agree with that statement.
Well, tell the story and let the people decide.
Okay. We'll tell the story. So I'll tell the story. So when we moved in, we always knew we wanted to get a new couch, right? Because the one we had was not as comfortable as we wanted. So moved into the house. We planned that, okay, wait till Black Friday. And Black Friday is when, all the deals happen. You get the best discounts. So I decided, before we go, let's look online to see what the prices are saying. So we're looking at what the prices are saying. I had an idea of what I wanted in a couch.
Okay.
I don't know that we talked about that. I don't think we did.
You've always said you wanted a white couch.
I don't think I always said that.
In saying what couch we wanted next, I'm pretty sure it came up that we want like a light colored couch. When we saw my mom's couch, you're like, oh, okay, this one is too dark. Like, it was a known.
Fair enough. So I started looking online, and I was sending some couches Simbi's way, and we had a budget, but they weren't necessarily in the budget.
In short, his vision for a couch didn't line up with the reality of our budget, and he was sending us to stores like West Elm, Crate and Barrel, all them things, and
well, to be fair, I didn't know,
and I left him. I said, when you don't know what, like, you haven't ever had to shop for like a couch or anything like that.
Not really.
But like, I just always see influencers posting those types of things and they tag where they buy it from. So I've always had like a gist of how much things cost. So I know if we're trying to spend X amount, like, we should not be going to West Elm. But,
well, I didn't know. So I was looking
and I tried to tell you.
You told me.
But you were like, let me see for myself.
Yeah, and I was like, okay.
This isn't even the crux of the story.
West Elm, I didn't know West Elm, Crate and Barrel. I didn't know those people, them are, expensive.
Yeah.
At least for us. So, but I wanted to see for myself, right? Because I gone on their website, I'd seen a few couches that look nice, but it's also like, okay, the main reason why we're changing our couch, we agreed on, was comfort first, right? Mm-hmm. And then it was like, okay, if we're looking for something that's more comfortable, it only makes sense to go into the store, right? So my mindset with going into West Elm and Crate and Barrel was, I've seen some nice things that they have on their website. It's expensive on their website, but some of these stores, you never know. You go into the store and they have a discount or something, right? So I said, let's go into the store. Went into the store.
Not those stores, but anyway, again, this is not the crux of the story. A point, but by seeing the price on the website, by that point you should have known. But it's okay. A point there is sometimes when your spouse really wants to just do something,
you have to allow them.
just go along with it, even though you both looked at the amounts on the website. And he's like, oh no, let's just go and see. So it was him for himself that took us right out of the store.
Yeah, I went in there. I was looking. I was like, all right, well, this is definitely not it, and we left.
Let's get back to the story.
So back to the story, we started, shopping around different stores that actually have things that are actually within our budget. And Simbi found this couch that was.
So you want I'm waiting for you to try and come at me on this camera. If you want to start, go ahead.
This couch that it just looked archaic. And not that bad, right? But for me, I did not like it. It was a couch that if I didn't really care, I would buy it. But for me, it was the way I was thinking about it is if I'm changing a couch and I'm going
Why
to
are you walking them through every single part?
I suppose that now it's like, okay, if I'm going to change a couch and I'm going to spend this X amount on a couch, well, it better be one that I love. I better love the couch because couches are like one of the biggest statements in a home. But for say your own part,
okay,
the way you were thinking about it.
So this is how we discovered we were different, because we had to come back and figure out like how we prioritize things, right? So for me, out of the main three things, price, aesthetics, and comfort, number one for me was price, then comfort, then looks. Not saying that like that goes out the door, but like for me, my top is this within our price range, and preferably how cheap can we get this thing that is still a good, comfortable couch. Whereas for him, number one was...
Let me say my own now. You say your own. Let me say my own.
Well, you were about to come for me, so I'm coming right back for you. Him, number one was how it looked, aesthetics.
Wait,
then comfort, then price.
You see, that's why. Let me say my own for myself. For me, it was comfort first, because that's the whole point we're talking about a new couch.
Well, it's not only comfort; it's also how big it was. It wasn't like our
it's
couch
all
was
part
like,
of it, right? That's all part of the comfort, because both of us could not lay down together on the couch that we had, right? So for me, that's comfort. So it was comfort first, right? Initially. When we were having this conversation, this was what was causing wahala. In my own head, I was price first.
Because that's what in his soul, he desires for it to be price.
But
he believes the most responsible thing is for it to be price. So he did not want to admit that what he prioritized was aesthetics over price.
Comfort
over price. Aesthetics, then price.
Yes. So
versus price, comfort, aesthetics.
And here's one of the things.
And it's like, that's okay as long as you admit it.
So this is, just to be clear, this is where we got to. For me, it was comfort, aesthetics, then price. And I think why it was hard, because I think that was probably like the biggest issue that we had. Right, I was saying price is number one for me.
He was in denial,
but it wasn't adding up based on the kind of couches I was picking out.
Yeah,
I think the issue I had was, I'm the type of person where a lot of things I'm like, it's okay, no problem, no big deal, and I didn't realize that there were certain things in my life that I had a lot of interest in, or like
that you're picky
more passionate about or picky about, that I'm not willing to compromise on. I did not know that. In my head, I thought I was the guy, prior to that, most things, it was like, okay, no problem.
But there are still things that exist. So like, even saying that is kind of like, okay.
Yeah, so
because at the end of the day,
saying
like, there's still things that you're like, okay, this, when it comes to house decor, like, you're very, very picky.
Now I know that, but I didn't know that at the time. So for me, it was the case of being able to come to that realization that, oh wow,
being self-aware
to get to that point that, oh wow, I actually like truly care about, like, for me, it's like, I know we have this budget for this couch, but if we need to wait a little bit longer to be able to increase the budget, I'm willing to wait. And that's how important it was to me. And coming to that realization, I think, is what helped us settle this matter.
Yeah.
Abi?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so, and my wife was kind enough to honor my desire and increase our budget. And she gave me more money to work with.
Fam.
So we thank God.
Yeah, no, like, just realizing, like, how we value different things, especially when it comes to, like, how you spend, you know, like, I would have been perfectly okay with the other couch option, like, perfectly okay. Yeah, some things you have to surrender your will to, however hard it is, you know, because it's like, it was very hard for me to accept. And even to the day it was delivered, I'm like, why on earth do we have a white couch? Even still, I still have some doubts about us having a white couch. But this is what he wanted aesthetically. And it's a very comfortable couch, like, for sure. That was the thing that we were both like, okay, this couch is comfortable, has enough space and everything. But, like, price-wise, we had to that. And then looks, it's like, okay, yeah, it's white.
And I was willing to compromise on the white too. I was willing to compromise on it. It just didn't work out.
Yeah.
It didn't work out. So, you know.
But we still ended up purchasing a white couch.
But moral of the story is, being self-aware.
Yes.
It's very important.
Coming into things self-aware so you don't frustrate your partner trying to tell them that, yes, this is important to me too. Yes, me too, I like food. Me too, I like food. And it's like, no, you actually don't. Like, let's first... I don't know why it's a big deal, but like, just acknowledge, like, being self-aware and acknowledging what is true for you, because then that helps us actually, like, reach an agreement and actually, like, discuss and speak through it honestly, and like, you know. So it's like, okay, if you're saying you actually care about looks because I'm married to you and I care about you, I can lean into respecting that. But if you're saying you care about price the most, and I'm like, no, you don't, then I'm like, what are we even working with?
Yeah.
Like, where are we starting?
Yeah. So being self-aware, very important. I think also understanding when is, like, prioritizing what's more important in some situations, right? Now, there are certain things that are like they are, you know, very big things, and there are smaller things, right? It's also, so you think about it, is it more important to make my spouse happy or get my way and it's just be wahala?
Within reason, right?
Within reason, that's what I mean.
Because if he was asking for a couch that was 2 times the amount that we planned to spend, and it's like, oh, that'll make me happy, it's like, you're being unreasonable.
Yeah.
Like,
it has to be within reason.
Yeah.
And also thinking about, I think something that also helped was thinking about it in a way where it's like, in a year, all right, how much more we had to spend on this couch versus the other couch. In a year, looking back, will you be thinking, oh wow, I wish we didn't spend that money on that couch? Probably not. It's not.
It depends.
It's not significant enough.
It depends.
I don't think it's significant
that
enough.
We can go into, because if this couch does not last because it's white now.
Okay.
And that's the hassle of cleaning it.
Okay, that's a different conversation.
Yeah,
I'm just talking specifically about the money. That was what I was talking specifically about, the money, because the main issue was, well, one of the biggest issue was the money, right? The difference in how much that other couch was versus this couch.
For the value that we'd get.
You know, in a year time or in 6 months, it's like, what? Will you be looking back and like, oh, that thing was not even that big of a deal. I don't know why I was fighting over that, right? Thinking about it from that from that point of view.
At times you work really hard to try and find a compromise and like meet in the middle, but the reality that sometimes it's not really a middle.
Yeah.
It's just like, hey, I'm going to surrender my will. And I think like as long as you both have that mindset, because it could feel like, oh, am I always the one having to surrender my will? Some will say, as a woman, that's your place. But that's a different conversation. Totally different conversation. Yeah, and I think in this case it was like, okay, I don't care that much about the couch that we pick. You really really care. So like, whatever, man. At the end of the day, although it's kind of like, and I said, we're going to have to deal with whatever comes with this couch, and just know, you know. So you actually need to look into that cleaning.
I'll look into it. Don't worry. It's my responsibility.
Nah. I've enjoyed the couch a lot.
She's like, you know how many nights Simbi will look at me and be like, can we sleep here? I'm like, no.
But that's not to say I wouldn't have enjoyed that other couch.
No, of course not. But I don't think you realized that you would enjoy this couch at this much.
I knew I wanted a new couch that had
like,
more space.
You love this couch.
I love having a bigger couch.
You love
It's not this specific.
You love this couch. And even laying on this couch is a lot more comfortable than laying on that other couch.
Which other couch?
That other couch
No.
had like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. As opposed to this one just smooth.
But yeah, anyway. So yeah, that's the story. I guess that was a story time.
Yeah, story time.
Man, even going through the story, there were still some feelings.
Me, I don't have any feelings again. No.
Oh.
I got the couch.
Oh, that's why he wants to throw me under the bus and say the couch I picked was ugly. Like,
No,
I don't have
I didn't.
taste. I need to post that reel.
No, I didn't say.
You think I don't have taste?
No, that's not true.
You look to the left.
You have great taste, but that couch, you were more worried about the money, and because of that, it skewed your.
No.
I mean, I didn't like the couch. Anyway, the reality is, we have different tastes when it comes to home decor. I think we've agreed on that.
And even that can even go into what people might assume are gender roles, which is so silly. But it's like, I don't care about decor that much. Like, I really don't. And it isn't to say that, like, I don't pick out nice pieces and do it well, but, like, I don't care that much.
Whereas I care. I want everything a certain way, to look a certain way. And that's life, right? We balance each other out. And I didn't even know I cared.
And I think you're still even discovering your style, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because I always say, if it was
I'm all over the place.
Everything would just be white. Like, he doesn't know how to use color. Accents with color. He's
learning.
very, like, white gold.
I'm learning because
Like, those stools I picked look really nice, right? Even though you would have preferred them to be white.
No. I didn't want them to be white.
You did say the top should be white. The stool.
No.
cushion.
I just wanted the bottom to be gold.
It is, but you were saying the top should be white.
It's nice. It's very nice. So yes, you have good taste.
And those chairs I picked out for us, it complements, it warms.
Yes, absolutely.
Our style, our taste when it comes to things.
We are mixing it. Two styles are coming together.
Disgrace. Anyway, we've spoken enough in this video.
That's the end of the story.
Yes, we hope you are able to take a think or two.
Yeah.
A 1 or 2 stops.
Yep. All right.
We made it through the couch fiasco.
We'll see you on the next video.
And here we are on the couch. You'll see us in the next video.
Yes.
On the couch.
All right. Peace.
Cut the recording.